And hello, everybody. Welcome to this second night of our celebratory streams for Smack Talk Showdown and the Lewd Attitude expansion officially being back in stock. Um, we have two brand new competitors this evening, and I'll let them introduce themselves. So, Ian, why don't you tell the people who you are?
Hey everybody, my name is Ian Vaflor. I am originally from Pennsylvania, but recently relocated to Kentucky, the beautiful state of Kentucky. You might know me from professional wrestling. I've been a video producer for a couple different companies, in-ring performer for Kaiju Big Battle. So I've done a couple things here or there, but for my day job, I produce video games, and I work for a company called HitSense. And I'll pass it over to Molly McCoy.
Got a way cooler day job than me, Ian. What the heck? I'm Molly McCoy. I've been wrestling for about 2 years. One half of the tag team, the Outfielders, with Boomer Hatfield, and I've been doing a couple of really cool shows recently. I've been on Camp Leapfrog a whole lot, having fun over there, and what else? I do the Polyam Cult Party shows, and the next Paris is bumping. So I got a whole bunch of shows that are coming up that you can find on my Twitter at _ Molly McCoy _. And we're going to see how good my promo skills still are, because it's been a little bit.
Well, for those of you joining us for the first time, so I'll go over the rules and how things are going to go. So we are playing Smack Talk Showdown, which is our game, and the way that works is we will start each round by having the wrestlers get assigned a name from these name cards, and that's going to be their persona for the round. So, for example, the cards I just drew are the Mystic Monster. Then I'm going to draw one of these segment cards, which has a scenario, a match, a situation that our competitors then need to hype up or talk about during their promos. So, for example, both wrestlers are second generation performers. They must speak about their famous wrestling family members. Then, during their promos, I will then be playing these smack cards on them, which have various things that they would then have to say or do on the fly during their promos. Each competitor will get about 45 seconds to a minute to give their promos, and then after that time, I'll then send it over to our lovely viewers in the chat to decide on who did the best. If for whatever reason no one in the chat decides to say anything, I will then make a decision and award a point to the victor, like so. We'll go on for about 30 to 45 minutes, and then after that time, whoever has the most points will be declared tonight's champion. So before we get going,
Who won? Who won? Who won the last one
night?
again? Was it? Yeah.
I believe Jeff Stormer won last night.
Yeah.
It was very
that dirty dog.
It was a very tight competition between the two of them. So before we get going, do either of you want to make a plea to the audience, maybe sway their votes a little bit in your favor?
I have my cheering section right over here.
So. I know your mom, Molly.
That's true. Ian goes way back with my mom.
It's weird. It's like you and Boomer time dilate age, like you did like the WandaVision age thing. Like they turned around and then all of a sudden you're grown up.
That's really what it was.
Yeah. So I don't know if that's a petition, but it's something that I always thought was really funny. So.
Either that or my mom's immortal.
She's kind of invincible. We have a lot of stories together. You and me and your mom. So.
We're both 4,000-year-old sea witches.
New lore. Let me.
Well, that'll be really.
I'll concede. I'll concede to the actual real wrestler here to do this to start it off. So.
All right, so we'll get our first round of the evening going. So for this round, Molly, you are going to be the super killer. And Ian, you're going to be the grappling patriot.
Nice.
And You guys are in El Paso, Texas. The wrestlers are fighting in a Halloween-themed pay-per-view, and your promos must be Halloween-themed. So, Super Killer, we will have you go first.
All right, we're in.
Let me get a timer going. All right. Are you ready to start?
All right.
And begin.
Ian Vaflor. This Halloween in El Paso, Texas, I, the Super Killer, am going trick-or-treating for skulls, and yours is the first one on my list. I'm gonna fill my bag with so many
The
teeth
speaker must
and
profess their
finger
affection
bones.
towards their opponent.
And even though all of these skulls and finger bones and teeth are really what I'm going after above all things, I really hope that I can capture Ian's heart at the end of this
The
pay-per-view.
speaker must give
And
their
then
promo with
at
their
the end of
tongue
the
sticking
night,
out.
we'll the midnight moon and we will sit
And
affectionately
time.
and cuddle a little bit usual. I don't know if you understood any of that.
I did not. I did not.
Trust me, it was good.
All right. Ian.
Am I still grappling Patriot?
Oh, yes, you are
Okay.
still the grappling Patriot. I preemptively took those cards out.
All
right, Ian. Yeah, you are still the grappling Patriot. Okay. Are you ready? Begin.
Mm-hmm. You know, Super Killer Molly McCoy, there's only one thing more patriotic than apple pie, and that's pumpkin pie at this Halloween havoc. And I tell you, I'm constantly just trying to wrap my brain around, because I am the grappling
The speaker
Patriot,
is now a plumber and must talk about their
pumpkin pie
job.
can be more jingoistic and patriotic than good old apples. But I tell you, after you eat both a pumpkin pie and an apple pie, you can really do a number on that toilet over there. So that's why I'm always saying what you should do is make sure you get your septic
The
tank
speaker must sing their
cleaned
about
out,
their
at
opponent's
least,
bad
like,
luck in the style of the blues.
and you must get your septic tank cleaned out. Dun, 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 dun. Just like I'm gonna beat you in Halloween Havoc. Dun, dun, dun,
And
dun.
time.
And maybe I'll feed you some apple pie.
Talk about rolling with the punches.
I will say this: there's an alarming number of Dwayne the Rock Johnson T-shirts, circa like 2005, that all have puns about oral sex on them. Like, I saw them on eBay, and I was like, they really sold multiple shirts
Oh,
that
yeah.
are like big dog shirts.
And not just the rock shirts.
Yeah.
I want that. I'd rather be in China shirts so bad. That's top tier.
Yo, did you guys see the China bowling ball that somebody won on an eBay auction?
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
crazy.
that's so good.
Yeah.
Jesus. All right. That was a tough one. I'll send it over to the chat for a couple seconds, see if anybody chimes in on who they thought won, and if not, I'll make a decision, an executive decision.
Or else I'm gonna get in here and vote for myself.
I'm gonna vote for myself.
It's just gonna become a tie because we voted for
All right. Well, you know, the chat has it. Congratulations. No. I do think Ian did win that round. Congratulations, Ian.
Oh, thank you.
You get 1 point.
It's because I sang. That's what it is.
It was
Yeah,
definitely
singing-
singing about the septic tank.
Yeah, the singing cards, if you like, if you can sing and you get played a singing card on you, it's like a guaranteed win.
Yeah, I just watched a Mr. Hughes match in WCW, and I was like, was his whole thing a really pissed off guy that liked the blues? Like, I think that's what it was, right? Like, he was just a pissed off blues guy. But he never finished, man. Yeah.
I'm not familiar enough with some of the weird characters that popped up in WCW. So I couldn't tell you the first thing about Mr. Hughes.
He was I think he was like
Oh,
Mr. Perfect and Triple H's bodyguard really briefly in the early 90s.
wasn't his big thing he stole the Undertaker's urn for like a hot second?
Oh, that's that guy.
Yeah. And then he gave it to Kama and made it into a Dookie gold rope.
Sure.
These are all logical things. So.
That's what I would do with an urn.
All right, let's move on to our second round.
Right, I'll get off of Big Cat Hughes.
Well, I'm really fascinated with this era of wrestling right now.
Yeah, the era of you were either you're a profession and you're happy, or you're a profession and you're angry, and that's your gimmick. All right, so
early 90s
for this next round, Molly, you're going to be Nasty Hercules.
When Power and Glory and the Nasty Boys
brother.
And Ian, you're going to be the Elegant Butler.
Yes.
Oh, I like the Elegant Butler.
And our competitors are in Lebanon, Tennessee. One wrestler is returning from injury after a brutal match with their opponent. Elegant Butler, you are the one returning from injury after being injured by Nasty Hercules.
Okay.
So,
all right.
Elegant Butler, we're going to have you go first this time. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Go.
All right. I dare say, Nasty Hercules, I am quite cross. While I was rehabbing from my injury, all I thought about day in and day out is when I return right here to Lebanon, Tennessee, that I will get my revenge on you.
The speaker must complain about how hot it is in the arena.
But I do declare it is kind of hot in here, that I'm going to first make a mint julep and cool myself down. Oh, it's so hard. It's difficult for me to prepare my drink, and I'm going back and forth between accents because you broke my fancy pinky that I raised in the air. The speaker must boast about their
fly sneakers.
But that's okay because I just got these Yeezys, which makes it so much easier for me to serve you drinks, Nasty Hercules, even though I am going to give you a thrashing.
Not the Yeezys.
I did the old man voice saying Yeezys got me. All right, Nasty Hercules, are you ready?
All right.
Go.
Brother, the Elegant Butler. Just a few months ago, I broke your pinky in Lebanon, Tennessee, and here we are at the same site where I suplexed you right out of your Yeezys directly onto your pinky finger.
The speaker must snap their fingers constantly during their promo.
I'm going to do it again. And the whole crowd is going to be snapping their fingers because they're going to love that I put the Elegant Butler back on his keister because he's going to be rehabbing that pinky for a long,
The speaker must discredit their
time.
Opponent for being too old to be a wrestler.
You're so freaking old, Elegant Butler. I don't know what you think you're doing, trying to prove something coming back from this career-ending injury. I should have made sure that you would stay in Lebanon, Tennessee. Yeah, that's where it is.
The speaker must end every statement with the phrase, giving them the business.
And after I suplex you out of your Yeezys again, I'm going to be giving them all the business and making sure that Elegant Butler... I didn't end it with giving them the business.
I felt like that would be that naturally would just be a big Magic promo.
Listen, I've needed a good catchphrase for a minute, and I might just end all my promos with.
It's really good. Snapping your fingers and giving you the business.
Can you imagine poor Boomers trying to cut a promo, and here I am the entire time
in the back, just snapping all in the background
with the hockey gloves on. No, like somehow you get that sound out that you're that good.
I'll make it happen.
Yeah.
I won't, but I'll try.
All right, we'll give it a couple seconds to see if anyone chimes in the chat, and decides who wins. I feel like this might be the
Pancakes, get in here.
Yeah, we had a bunch of people in the chat last night, and I feel like tonight there's gonna be no one. It's just gonna be like me constantly like, all right, chat, what we got? To nothing. It's like when they did, or it's like when WWE did those first pandemic shows, and they had Steve Austin come out and do his whole like catchphrase shtick with the crowd, and they just kept cutting to empty seats.
There's nobody except Byron Saxton like rating it as it was going. That's one of the greatest segments like of the pandemic era by far.
Well, I think I'm gonna have to give that one to Ian again.
Oh, thank you.
Because
for two.
The accent really sold it for me.
It was good.
I just became Matt Berry. That's
You're
the
really
only
good.
British voice that I know. Is like when I do D&D, I only have one voice, and it's Matt Berry. So.
All right, let's move on to another round. All right, Molly, for this round, you're going to be the Downtown Demon.
Damn, that's a good name. That's a good name. Oh.
And Ian, you're going to be the Despicable Flame.
Damn, Downtown Demon's such a good name.
It's a good name.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of what the Downtown Demon is.
And you guys are competing in St. Petersburg, Russia. Both wrestlers are magicians. They must speak about using illusions to defeat their opponent.
Okay.
All right, Molly, you're going to go first this round as the Downtown Demon. Are you ready?
Okay. We started?
Oh yeah, you can start.
Okay. I was waiting for you to go.
I thought you were like getting into something.
I'm getting into the space. I'm getting into character. Ian Vaflor. It seems you've encountered me here in St. Petersburg, Russia. I, the Downtown Demon, will cast another illusion upon you at our match this Saturday here in St. Petersburg, Russia. In the basement of the Kremlin, I will pull so many rabbits.
The speaker must make
from
fun of how simple the rural audience is.
And all of these plain living folk of St. Petersburg, Russia, who won't understand a single thing that I'm saying because I can't speak Russian, or they don't understand my demonic illusions.
The speaker
that
must
I'm going
promote
to
their band.
In my incredible band, Metallica, will soon play a show afterward, and we will melt all of the faces, but not actually melt the faces. It's all just a trick of the mind, Ian. You see, because we're going to melt. I don't know any illusions.
How do you talk about illusions? Are you supposed to just show people what illusions are?
Just describe the trick that you're doing.
Yeah.
All right, Despicable Flame, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm as ready as I'll be. I'm just trying to still grasp what this abstract concept is that I'm wrestling as. So, yeah.
All right, and begin.
It is I, the Despicable Flame, here in St. Petersburg, Russia, to pull off the greatest trick that anybody has ever done, which is defeat the Downtown Demon. Because nobody's been able to defeat the Downtown Demon, Molly McCoy, especially me, the living embodiment of fire.
The speaker must brag about their stock portfolio.
I don't have a physical form, but I have made a killing Ethereum mining, And that's why this match is here in St. Petersburg, because I will make this entire nuclear power plant disappear to power my cryptocurrency mining
The
rig,
speaker must talk about
which
their
then I will
disdain
use
for their boss.
which I will then use to buy out Downtown Demon's contract, because then she'll be my boss, because that's how
In
that
time.
works. Oh no, I talked about cryptocurrency. We're gonna have a whole bunch of people in here now trying to switch to spam bots.
Then she'll be my boss, because that's how that works.
That's how that works, right? That's
Yeah.
how
Right?
it's.
I know about contracts.
Yeah, just buy out my boss to hire another boss.
Exactly. Or then I will be the boss.
I don't know how jobs work. I show up and push emails, and then stuff gets done. I don't know.
I get dropped on my head for a living. I just show up.
All right. Well, I think I'm going to give that one again to Ian, but I'm also going to give a bonus point to Molly for when asked to promote your own fictional band, you're defaulted to Metallica.
Metallica.
That's my very fictional band.
The band that Twitch loves, Metallica.
Right.
Twitch's favorite band. Internet darlings, Metallica.
All right. All right, Molly, this time you get to be the kind of ambiguous concept of a character. You're going to be the Combat Flash.
Oh, dude, that's not Molly. If you don't name a new move at the Combat Flash, I will be so mad.
It's going in the notes app.
Yeah,
There we
it's
go.
just gonna be a float over DDT with theatrics, like peak 2006 SmackDown, where
Yeah.
everybody did a DDT.
And Ian, you are Admiral Traveler.
I'm gonna get a cat, and I'm gonna name it Admiral Traveler.
Admiral Traveler. They called Christopher Columbus.
Oh,
All right, and you guys are competing in Los Lunes, New Mexico. One wrestler is coming out of retirement to show how things are really done. So,
What?
Molly, Combat Flash. You are coming out of retirement to show Admiral Traveler how things are really done.
give me the business.
I'm gonna give him the business.
All right, Molly, you're gonna go first. Are you ready?
All right, let's go.
Begin.
Hey there, Ian Vaflor and people of Los Lunes, New Mexico. I'm taking on the Admiral Traveler, and I came out of a 5-year retirement to give him the business and show him how things are really done around
The
here.
speaker must flap their arms as if they were wings during their promo.
I'm gonna fly my way down there, and boy, my arm's gonna be tired. But all of these young kids, all these young kids doing their traveling and their admiraling, I'm gonna show them
The
how
speaker
it's
must give
done.
their promo as if they've been smoking a pack of cigarettes a day for their whole life.
I've been doing a little bit of a Batman impersonation in my time when I've been away, and I'm getting my reps in, so I'm not gonna run out of breath when I face the Admiral
The
Traveler.
speaker must do their promo as a cheer.
Give me a W. Give me an I. Give me an N. What's that spell? Admiral Traveler? Win. That's what I'm gonna do.
And time.
Combat Flash.
Yes.
Whew.
All right,
I'm
Ian.
a multitasker.
Okay.
You ready?
Mm-hmm.
And begin.
I say, what if it isn't Combat Flash coming out of retirement? only to be defeated by me, Admiral Traveler, the most admiral of travelers. I don't even know. Los Lunes, New Mexico, I can
Speaker
guess where
must
we
promote
are.
their social media accounts.
You could follow. Everybody has been following the Admiral Travelers, admiring the Admiral Travelers travels across TikTok and Instagram and Twitter and Club Penguin.
The speaker must boast about their
@
legendary status in Japan.
And the place where people have admired my traveling more than anybody else is in Japan, where I have been in Kurakuen Hall and Super Potato and that one crossing where the Shiba Inu statue is. And that Shiba Inu even said, "What happened to that old Combat Flash? That person's sure got an ass whooping from you last time."
And time.
Okay. I'm just imagining Captain Crunch.
You talk to a statue.
Yeah.
You TikToks when you should have hashtagged.
I was talking with one of our dev teams last night because they're like in different time zones, and some of them are in Asia, and they're all recent college graduates, and they're all significantly younger than I am, and I just felt like I was like, "Hey kids, maybe you should put some stuff on the TikTok, like Grandpa Ian." So,
man.
Yeah.
I felt kind of bad because I did a show that was on I think it was like University of Maryland campus, and Mick Moretti from Australia was with us, and he was like, "Oh, I want to go to like an American college party." Mick Moretti is like almost 30 and did not realize that college kids were going to look like children, and he said, "Oh no, I don't want to go to a college party anymore."
Yeah, the town I live in is pretty much a college town, so if I go anywhere, I'm like, "You're all small children." Like it's crazy. I'm like, I'm such an old hermit now. So yeah, like my coverage, like, we should go to a bar. I'm like, no, absolutely not. I'll feel incredibly uncomfortable just being an old man, So Pancake says, Molly, do better. That's like
Pancakes.
really encouraging. Like me, like not even like screenshot that, and if you're ever feeling down, just like look at it. Like Pancakes told me to do my best. So that's like sports, very sports anime. So.
Just do better.
Pancakes is a living sports anime. He really is.
I've heard of the legend for years, for like half a decade. I've heard the legend of Pancakes, and I didn't know he was a real dude, but now he's a real dude. So,
many
Pancakes.
people said.
Yeah.
They really thought like Pancakes was like some locker room joke that we had going, that it was just like, oh, the fictional student Pancakes that we all blame for everything that goes wrong. No, there is an actual person we are blaming for when things go wrong.
We just sent Pancakes into an existential crisis in the chat. So
Pancakes, remember that one finale show where Travis just like forearmed the crap out of you while he was still a student? Travis just wanted to go full Minoru Suzuki and start like punching students, and he made a beeline for Pancakes. It's a little bit funny, I won't lie.
Travis really did it out of love. He's like, there you are.
Travis really goes, hey, Pancakes, boom.
Well, for that round, congratulations, Molly. Giving that round to you.
Yeah, Molly, you took that one.
Oh,
yeah, that was definitely yeah.
Thank you. And I was lost. Name.
Really embraced the smoke the smoking a pack of cigarettes a day part.
Yeah.
Flying, smoking, combat, flashing son of a gun.
Can you just do like the Guile flash kick? There you go. That's how that works. You just crouch for 2 seconds, and then all of a sudden you flip in the back and do backflip. That's very easy to do. Yeah.
I got to do the backflip part first.
All right, let's move on to our next round. Ooh. All right, so this round, Molly, you're going to be the studious superstar. And Ian, you are going to be the sexy soldier.
Oh, man. Okay.
Fascinating matchup.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a good one
Okay.
for this. So you guys are competing in Yonkers, New York. One wrestler interrupted their opponent's wedding. So, Sexy Soldier, you interrupted the studious superstar's wedding.
Okay.
So because you did that, we're gonna have you go first. Whenever you're ready.
All right. I gotta find the voice for this character and the motivation.
How sexy is he?
Let's see. Let me make a decision here. I have to make a character choice. And I don't know how weddings go. I'm like, what do people say at weddings? And I'm like, how do weddings go?
I know how wrestling weddings go.
Yeah. All right. What's that line that the priest says? Like, if anybody objects, like, hold your peace.
If
Is that
anyone
what
has
that
any
is?
objections to this matrimony or like whatever, please speak
I
now or forever hold your breath.
I do have an objection to this wedding between the studious superstar and the truly hard seltzer. It is me, the sexy soldier, and everybody knows that the studious superstar studied and was very studious under me, and
The
there's
speaker
by
must
no
pop
means,
and lock during their promo.
no means should studious superstar get married to truly hard seltzer when their hardest muscles belong to the sexy soldier.
The speaker must make fun of their opponent's obviously receding hairline.
Big muscles, great hair, much better than the studious superstar's hair. I tried to sexily show the studious superstar how to grow their hair back just by being incredibly sexy.
The speaker must play air guitar during their promo.
I am so. How would you not want to marry me, the sexy soldier? I could play air guitar and do air sex and make my hair grow in other places whenever you want, just by thinking about sex. My sex is healing. My love.
It was going, and then it was off the rails.
I just thought of something really cool that I want to use later, probably on my Tinder profile. Just thinking of loving nurture. I'm gonna just drop it right now. It sounds like bars from a rap song, where I could say that my love and attention is so healing. They call me Romeo Therapy. That's what I was gonna land on. I thought of that. Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
You should workshop that with your younger coworkers.
Yeah, how you not gonna swipe on that?
As soon as I say that, they're like, "Oh, HR is over there."
Right. All right, Studio Superstar, are you ready?
All right, hang on. I came with props. I came prepared. All right.
Oh,
okay. It just happened to be in my vicinity.
Begin.
When I had my wedding in Yonkers, New York, it was the most studious and superstar-packed wedding, only appropriate for the studious superstar and my true love, truly hard seltzer. And the sexy soldier thought that he could interrupt and have something to say.
The speaker must incorporate the song Head, Shoulders, Knees, and Toes into their promo.
Our holy matrimony, that it was going to be the most beautiful of weddings before he kicked me in the head, shoulders, knees, and toes. And then how was I supposed to ever make it down the aisle like that with sexy soldier and his big sexy soldier boots just kicked me right in the head, shoulders, knees, and toes, knees, and toes. May have repeated myself there.
Oh man, that was a good one.
I'll say that was all Molly, because you just worked that in really well. It is if you can singing helps a whole lot, because it grounds you when you're like, oh yeah, that's a tune that I know. Right. So,
well, I'm gonna have to give that round to Molly.
Yeah,
that was a good one. Yeah. I did find it amusing that your default sexy soldier voice ended up kind of morphing into like just old man voice again.
What's not sexy about an old man?
I got a little bit All Might in there, maybe.
Yeah, I was channeling a little bit All Might.
A little bit All Might.
Yeah.
All right. For this round, for our next round, Molly, you will be the cruel sailor.
Ooh,
We're really hitting the military name part of these cards.
this is true.
And Ian, you are going to be the vicious giant.
Okay.
And for this round, the wrestlers must convince the audience to buy a timeshare. The best pitch wins. Now, I think Ian might have an advantage of this because didn't you used to work in like a travel agency?
Yeah, you said we're gonna travel agency, but I don't know anything about timeshares.
Yeah,
I don't know how they
traveling
work.
timeshares is all the same.
Yeah.
Well, then what did you do at the travel agency? Just
I pretended to be booking a destination wedding. That's one of the main things that I did.
the one that you ruined between me and the truly hard seltzer. Yeah.
Yeah. That's how you know my brain is at a peak improv when it's like I can't think of anything, so what am I looking at?
Yeah.
So, who's going first?
We're gonna have the vicious giant go first.
Oh man. Okay, where is this located at? Where are we fighting?
You are fighting out of Bridgetown, Barbados.
Beautiful.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm the vicious. I can't even do a Big Show impression. I don't know what his voice sounds like. His voice sounds like big. But yeah, I'm the vicious giant, and welcome to Barbados. You don't want to take any of the timeshares that Cruel Sailor is selling, and I will defeat Cruel Sailor to show you that Cruel Sailor Molly McCoy's timeshares are waterlogged. There's bugs and
the
bed
speaker
bugs
must
there.
dispel the rumor that wrestling is fake.
And it is so real. Like, yeah, I understand that the Cruel Sailor Molly McCoy beat me in timeshare sales last week, but that's because she hit me on the steel steps as I was trying to show off this beautiful 2-floor bungalow that gives you access to the tennis courts.
The speaker must talk about their world record feats of strength.
But you need to make sure that you reserve time between January 3rd and February the 2nd, because I'm normally there. I'm normally like just moving giant ice flows with my. Everybody knows about those ice flows that are in Barbados, and I'm just using my big muscles to push those. I just watched like one of the early WCW. I watched the first episode when the NWO took over, and they go off the air with Scott Hall totally ribbing the Giant and catching him off guard when he's like, as they're going off the air, he just grabs him like he's like, yeah. So is Andre the Giant really your dad or what? Like just like poor fucking 19-year-old Paul Wayne's just like, and just like the broadcast just ends.
Right, because the poor guy probably doesn't want to get in trouble, but
yeah.
Scott Hall's got him by the neck, like
he's like you can see like Eric Bischoff's like there like acting, but he's just like, what's he gonna say?
I bet that's how poor Bischoff spent most of his time, was just, what's he gonna say?
All right, Molly, whenever you're ready, we can begin your promo. Are you ready?
All right. Cruel Sailor, Bridgerton, Barbados.
Selling a timeshare.
Let's go. In all my time sailing the 7 seas, I've seen so many beautiful places as the Cruel Sailor, but none more beautiful than Bridgerton, Barbados, where we have just swaths of land and beaches.
The speaker must make fun of their opponent's posh upbringing.
That are absolutely incredible to live in, but not if you're some rich, pompous jerkbag like the vicious giant is. Who are all of these posh vicious giants think they are?
The speaker
Coming in
must
here,
constantly shout out of nowhere during their promo.
stomping all over our beaches, and then they think they can just crush all of our docks with their giant boots. What will I do with all of my beautiful timeshares
The
that
speaker
I
must
have to
promote their
sell to
political
all you?
campaign.
And that is why once we have an island full of timeshares, all of you can help me run for the Senate of Barbados, and then I will be your leader, people
Time.
of Barbados. And at some point, there will be a wrestling match.
That one's pretty easy. We're gonna give that one to Molly again. She's coming back.
Yeah.
Making a big comeback.
Come back in. Hold on.
Hit my stride.
Hold on, I'm just getting another drink.
Oh, that was so weird how, like, I know it's a fake background, but you push the chair back and it just disappeared on
Disappears.
us.
There we go.
There you go.
I think whatever I forget if it was this one or you had another one at some point where, for whatever reason, at your old apartment, it didn't like phase you back into the background as much, and I just thought that's what your apartment looked like. Because it wasn't this one. I think it was a different one where it just looked like a streamer room because it was all brightly colored. And
oh, right. Yeah. I know exactly what background that is.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, that's just his.
It was like this logically could be Ian's living room.
I was like, that's just his house.
Why would I ever want a fake background when you could all look at the very first poster of Panic at the Disco ever? Like,
well, that's pretty dope. Yeah.
Right? That's probably the coolest thing I ever got working for Alt Press. They were just like, you like Panic at the Disco? Here's when it was all the original members.
I was about to ask you, like, how'd you get that? So, yeah.
Yeah, working for Alt Press for about like 3 years. I got like some old back orders of like 9 Inch Nails and Tool stuff when those were the kind of artists on the cover, so that's pretty neat.
That is really cool. You were like earlier, like, oh, I wish I had a cool job. I'm like, dude, you've had cool jobs. What do you?
I have had cool jobs.
Yeah.
My current job is not as cool.
Dude, I stare at emails and spreadsheets all day. And
I would rather do that.
2 years later, a video game shows up somehow. So, yeah.
I mean, I feel like most jobs are staring at emails and spreadsheets.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. All right, for our next round, Molly, you're going to be...
We all just had like a silent, like...
yeah.
Oh, Lil
Pain.
You're going to be Lil Pain.
I'm jealous. Yeah, you got a Lil?
You're going to be Lil Pain. And Ian, you're going to be the Techno Barbarian.
Okay. All right. All right.
That's on brand. Sort of, somewhat.
Yep.
That's pretty much you.
All right, so one wrestler. So you're competing in Tokyo, Japan. One wrestler is the self-proclaimed king/queen of wrestling. Producer decides which wrestler is royalty. Because you are currently winning right now, Molly, you are going to be our king or queen of wrestling.
King of wrestling.
And you must, so you were the self-proclaimed, and you're talking about more or less how great you are. Are you ready? Begin.
Let's go. Here we are in beautiful Tokyo, Japan, where I look out over my kingdom. I, the hip-hop king of wrestling in Japan, Lil Pain. And man, I'm gonna be putting a big pain on Techno Barbarian if he thinks he can come in here into my kingdom.
The speaker
take
must
my
reveal they
crown.
are a relative of their opponent.
Techno Barbarian. I don't think so, Techno Barbarian. Who? Hang on, wait a minute. who I just found out is my second cousin twice removed. Whoa, I don't know about all that, Techno Barbarian. Just because you think that you've got some kind of like bloodline to the crown now, thinks that you could just come in
The
here
speaker
and
must
take
talk about
over
their
Lil
strong
Payne's
family
kingdom.
values.
Because my family, the original king and queen, big and bigger pain of King of Wrestling in
And
Tokyo,
time.
Japan. Like we I didn't know where I was going with it anyway, so the time is getting longer.
Alright, just grabbing a couple more cards. Alright, Ian.
Okay.
Techno Barbarian, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
And begin.
Yeah, cousin Molly, we're here in Kurokuen Hall in Tokyo, Japan. But everyone knows Lil Payne likes the hip hop, and yeah, they're the king of wrestling in Tokyo. But I'm the techno barbarian, and we all know techno's better.
The speaker
You
must
can
accuse their
dance
opponent
better
of
than
wearing a
technos, and
wig.
you can't see hip hop. And everybody knows that's not your real high top fade. You're wearing a wig. You have long hair. You do not have a high top fade like an old 80s break dancer. It's me, the techno barbarian. I grow my hair long. I know all about real hair, so I know
The
when a
speaker
wig
must
when I
use
see
innuendos
it.
during their promo.
Okay. Okay, so the techno barbarian knows the hip hop don't stop, but my beats are bigger than yours. my bass is bigger than yours, and there's like a little bit more oomph when the song starts. And when
The speaker must sing
so
their
the
theme
techno's
song.
better. Techno barbarian. It's better than Lil Payne's hip hop.
And time.
Yeah, you are the king of Tokyo. Okay. I was just doing Alex right. I literally was just doing Alex right.
Oh,
But
man.
I love your theme song so much.
Well, that one is pretty easy. We're giving that
No,
one to
techno's
Ian.
better. Oh, thank you.
Gotta. That's. I'm not even mad.
All right.
Boogie
So
Nights was a say what you will about Glenn Gilberti. Boogie Nights was a fantastic fucking idea for. They realized house music was what brought them together because one liked disco, one liked techno, and then they hated Conan because he liked rap music. It was like
a beautiful friendship.
Yeah.
All right. So we are tied up. So this is going to be our final round of the evening to decide who is our champion. So I'm going to do what I did last night and make this final, because it was the same thing that happened. It was tied at 4-4. So this final round is going to be worth 5 points.
Okay.
Molly, for this round, you are going to be the Fabulous Rascal.
God damn, that's a good name. That is a good name.
I sure am.
And Ian, you are going to be the Burning Doctor.
That's also incredible.
All right, so I'm going to hand pick this final segment. All right. So you guys are competing in Manila in the Philippines. One wrestler is a boxer and the other is an MMA fighter. Who will reign supreme? Fabulous Rascal, you are going to be our MMA fighter, and the Burning Doctor will be our boxer. We will have the Burning Doctor go first. Are you ready?
Okay.
And begin.
Yeah, I'm ready. That's right. It's me, Ian Vaflor, in Manila, the Burning Doctor, trained by the one and only karaoke champion Manny Pacquiao. And I'm here to prove to you the punches are better than mean hugging from Fabulous Rascal. I will beat you with one punch and then sing like my friend Manny Pacquiao, who taught me how to do one punch.
The speaker must deliver their promo
That's
out
what I
of
would
breath.
do. I can't teach you. I went to Burning Doctor Medical School, and I'm still very tired because I am a Filipino doctor on fire. and fire burn oxygen. So if I punch you, you just stand in one place so I can hit you really hard on
The speaker
fire.
must use jazz hands
That's how
during
I
their
will defeat
promo.
you. With these hands, I will. One of these, you will not know which one will hit you because they will both be on fire. Here in the Philippines, in Manila, I will hit you with the.
And
You
time.
might think I have karaoke microphone. I got to bust out the Filipino accent. That's
These burning jazz hands. Ooh, it's a tough act to follow.
All right, Fabulous Rascal, you ready?
All right, let's
begin.
get fabulous. That darn burning doctor got me, the fabulous rascal, to come all the way out here to the Manila, Philippines, where we're going to be putting on a thriller in Manila, I tell you. I'm bringing my MMA skills to this boxer. I'm going to get him on the ground, and I'm going to show him that I'm the most fabulous. I'm going to hit all of my sweet poses. I'm going to get that burning doctor, even though he's on fire and that headlock's gonna look like this.
The speaker
And
must constantly use the phrase "only in America" during their promo.
You know, this fight takes place in Manila. I'm going to show all the people of the Philippines that this is a beating that could come from only in America, where the fabulous rascal is the greatest American MMA fighter, even though the burning doctor is an amazing boxer. Only in America
must give
could
their
you
promo
get
like they're
a
ordering
fight
at a
like
fast
this in
food
Manila.
drive-through.
And I was just really hoping to I could get a number 2 with that side of a beating that I'm gonna be giving the burning doctor, and maybe he'd like a soft drink after I'm done.
Strong performances from both, but congratulations, Molly. You are our winner for this evening.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah. I can't believe I didn't even think of Thriller in Manila.
It was a hard-fought battle.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I was sitting right there and didn't even think about it. Yeah.
Well played. Good game, Ian.
Well, thank you to both our competitors tonight. Where can people find you if they want to follow you on social media or give you money on merch or whatever, if they can? Molly.
Ooh, sweet. Yeah, give me money. Best place to find me is on Twitter @_ Molly McCoy _ and the merch store is Hatfield and McCoy .bigcartel.com. We're on Brainbuster Tees as well. We have a real fun shirt that says "Be wholesome" or "blank off." I'm a big fan of.
That is a good shirt.
I love that shirt a lot. Thanks for that one, Boomer. And Brainbuster Tees.
Sorry. I was like, I'm just typing because I'm looking for the URL because I want to buy it. Yeah. So you can follow me on Twitter at Billy Kumo, which is funny because I want to change that name, but it's stuck because it's my long dead cat's name that I needed a fake name for when I jumped in front of a camera like 11 years ago. You can follow me on Billy Kumo, or you can follow me on Twitch at Kumahara. Of course, you can go to kaiju.com for Kaiju Big Battle, which is a show that both Molly and myself have been in over the years, which is a whole lot of fun. It's a fun-filled monster fighting show. And you can also check out hitsense.com. That is the game development studio and publisher that I work for. We have a lot of cool games in the pipeline you can check out, and a lot of stuff I want to really talk to you about, but it's under NDA, and I swear to God, it's really cool. I get to do some cool stuff, but that's about it. So yeah.
Well, that's great.
And I'm going to tag Matt. Matt, where can we find you?
Yeah. And if you enjoyed the game you saw tonight, it is called Smack Talk Showdown, which is back in stock right now, and you can order your own copy and do this with your own friends at smacktalkshowdown.bigcartel.com. We have the base game, which is fun for all ages and contains 550 unique cards. We also have our first and brand new Lewd Attitude expansion, which is our not safe for work 100 card expansion, which has cards you might not want to play with strangers or young children. And both of those you can get right now and are shipping at smacktalkshowdown.bigcartel.com. And you can follow us on Twitter at smacktalkshowdown without the O's and on Instagram at smacktalkshowdown. We are also doing one more stream like this tomorrow night where Big Calix is going to take on voice actor, video game producer, video game writer, and all around great person, Jacob Burgess. So tune in for that tomorrow night as well. Thank you all for coming, and we'll see you then.
Thanks, everybody.